Now, if you look back at the last 20 to 30 years, nobody objective can deny that our manufacturing has been significantly, severely impacted actually by cheap imports which have come from outside. Okay. And let's be honest, we are not dealing with a level playing field out here. That the sources of import are often economies where, where there are advantages and subsidies of various kinds which are given. So what has happened is, if you look at our external arrangements, if we do an audit of that, the reality is your deficits with a certain number of countries have gone very, very high. Because, as I said, they have inbuilt advantages. Now, we had taken globalization as saying we will become more competitive, we will keep in touch with the world, it will sort of bring us up to date, etc. Now, fast forwarded 20 years, what are you actually seeing? Can you honestly tell me that, oh yes, because of this openness, because of all these FTAs today, India is more innovative, India is more competitive, Indian manufacturing is thriving, Indian exports are booming? If they're not. If they're not, there's a good reason. So the point is today, and I agree with you that there's you cannot be a rising power without being a rising economy. I totally agree with you. To do that, you have to build your domestic capacities. And to build your domestic capacities, if you do not motivate your people and you do not, look, we are one of the few countries where today we have to give our own industry a level playing field at home. I mean, what have we gone and done to ourselves? So, my point is that today we must be sensitive, we must be caring of building capabilities at home. And I think that Atmanirbhar Bharat is a motivational effort. I mean, it will be a policy effort. It is not will be. It is a policy effort as well. But it is a very strong message saying, build your national capacities. And by the way, building your national capacities doesn't make you anti-global. On the contrary, I would argue, if you don't have capacities, what do? You end up as a market for other people's goods. That's not being global, in my view. If you want to participate in global supply chains, you must have domestic capabilities. So, I would actually argue the logic of what you are suggesting is the opposite one. I would actually say, if you want to actually participate more vigorously in the global economy, you must build stronger domestic capacities and do what it takes for the gaps to be closed as a result of decades of disadvantage.